Start seated and breathe deeply to get settled. Then legs up to Navasana boat pose. Balance on your sitting bones, arms parallel to the floor. Then widen your knees apart, straight arms to the insides of your knees with palms pressed out. Seated Bakasana. Cross your ankles, place your hands, jump back, Chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Lift your hips high, look forward, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Take your knees wide for Bakasana prep. Hug your left knee in towards your outer arm, foot to the floor, and then pick your right foot off the floor. Maybe stretch the right leg back behind you, keeping the left leg hooked. Rehook the right leg, foot down, and then hug the right knee in. Extend your left leg back behind you. This is a Tripod Bakasana pose. Rehook the foot and lift the hips. Fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Place your hands, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, lift your hips, jump to the top of your mat. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Place your hands. Get settled. Lift your hips up high. Wrap your knees around your upper arms and lean forward. Maybe lift your feet off the floor for Bakasana, crow pose. Gaze is forward, belly in, push your hands down, stay strong with your knees hugging into the outer arms. Feet to the floor, inhale, lengthen your spine, exhale, fold. Flip your palms up, stretch your wrists. Now, come on down to your knees. Let's set up with some props. Grab a crash pad or confidence booster, maybe a pillow or a meditation cushion like this one. You can place your forehead down, see what it feels like to land on it. Then grab 2 blocks. We'll place the blocks together for a little nest for Bakasana. Stand on your blocks. Fold in. Now, place your hands in front of you, lift up high onto your tiptoes, widen your knees apart. Place your hands in front of you, gaze forward, lift your hips up high, hug your knees into your upper arms as high as they'll go, and then lean forward. Think about coming to your toenails or the tiptoes. Maybe lift your feet off of the blocks. Bring your feet back down to the blocks, lift your hips, and fold. Flip your wrists, stretch your wrists, climb off of your blocks, and move the blocks aside. You can set everything off to the side now. Create some space. And then place your hands. Walk forward, Uttanasana, fold. Place your hands. Come high onto your tiptoes, knees wide. Wrap your knees around your upper arms. Lean forward. Come to your tiptoes. Lift your feet off the ground, maybe 1, maybe 2 feet off the ground. Bakasana, crow pose. Jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, open up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your feet wide in down dog. Bend your knees a little bit. Send your sitting bones up towards the sky. Lift your upper arm bones up towards the sky. And then stretch your legs straight. Bring your knees to the floor. Rest back, child's pose. Arms back. Rest your shoulders on your knees. And relax.
First tip I'm going to give you is how to do a seated version of Bakasana. So come to balance on your sitting bones, tiptoes to the floors, hands behind your knees. Lift your feet up, spread your toes, stay here. Next tip is coming up. So once you're here, this is a great option for no weight on the wrists, shoulders, or elbows, anything like that. So take your knees wide, inner edges of the feet together, spread your toes, and then bring your hands out in front of you, squeeze your knees into your arms, and press back. So it's like a pretend Bakasana. So this next one is a nested version of Bakasana. So you need 2 blocks or something to stand on, maybe a stack of books. Just make sure they don't slide, so they're not sketchy and you're not going to hurt yourself and slide off. And then a nice soft thing to perhaps give you some confidence. We call this a confidence booster or a crash pad in front of you. So get that set up. All right, climb on your blocks. So this is your little nest. Feet together, inner edges of your feet together. Come onto your tiptoes, bend your knees. Knees out wide, and then plant your hands in front of you. You might need to adjust the crash pad a little bit. Gaze goes forward, just like Jenny Finkel Yoga said, gaze forward in a tripod. Hands in front of you, gaze forward at your crash pad. Give yourself some room to lean. Lift your hips up and bring your elbows towards each other, and then inner knees around your upper arms. Lean forward, just come to your tiptoes. So once you're on your tiptoes, you might lean to the tops of your feet and maybe point one toe back behind you. And then switch, other toe back behind you. Keep squeezing your knees into your arms and look forward, belly in. Maybe 2 feet. This next one is an advanced one. This is a transition from crow to tripod headstand, back to crow. So I like to use a blanket under my head for tripod headstand, so go ahead and get that set up. So if you don't have a tripod headstand practice, then obviously you're not practicing this today. This is not the day to learn it, but if you do have a tripod headstand practice, then you can go to the next step. All right, so this transition has a couple pieces. The first one is putting your head down. Be gentle, you have to bend your elbows. So here we go. Hips high, lift up, find flight, and then bend down, head gently to the floor. Then knees up. Elbows parallel. Okay, so once you're up, elbows in, bend your knees, knees go wide, and then bring your knees to the backs of your arms, squeeze in. Now, just try to look at the floor. That's all you're doing. Try to look at the floor. See if you can stop yourself from rolling over.